Hello and welcome to Game Time with Drew. Today we are starting our delve into the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. As the game requires a lot of grinding and trying to unlock items, let's just stick with the file that I've been playing. Okay, now today we'll be doing an Isaac run on Greed Mode. Hopefully we can get some fun synergies. Now as Isaac, I spawn with blue, as Isaac I spawn with the D6, as I have defeated Isaac with blue baby. And our first item is the screw, which is a tears and shot speed up. Let's go ahead and bomb this. No small rock, but 2 soul hearts is nothing to complain about. Let's see what this button gives us. As per usual, spawned enemies. They can spawn goodies as well. But this time we just got enemies. I don't know why I'm fighting them. I can just leave the room and they'll despawn, but there we go. Let's see what we can get from this poop before we start the wave. No petrified poop. No petrified poop. Unfortunately, no petrified poop. Okay. Now, for anybody who has not seen or played Greed Mode. Greed Mode is a mode in which you play through 11 waves of enemies, 3 of them being boss enemies. You go through, to complete Greed Mode, one must complete, kill these guys. One must complete 8 waves of normal enemies, or occasionally bosses spawn on the normal waves. 2 waves of guaranteed bosses, and then the door at the bottom opens, or you may opt to fight another wave of bosses in order to earn a devil room. Your first room, I don't know what I got hit by. Your first room that you fight an extra floor for is always a devil room, but after that, if you do not lock in devil rooms, you have the chance of earning an angel room. Very similar to the way the normal game works in that fashion. The shop has much more items than the normal shop. It incorporates some other pools as the item pool is incorporated in, and a few devil room items are incorporated in as, well, I guess it's hard to say what lump of coal is. It's not really a devil room item. It's not really anything else. It's just there. Now, unfortunately, there's Squeezy. I would love to buy Squeezy, but we're not going to get 8 cents on the next floor. At most, it will spawn... At most, I think it can spawn 6. So we'll be 2 coins shy, which we can delve into the curse room to see if we can acquire 2 cents if we get 6 on the next floor, 6 on the next wave, or we can just lose all of our health now. Okay, we received 5 cents, which puts us... I do not like getting the haunt on Greed Mode. He's very difficult to kill, and takes quite a while. So you end up having to fight multiple enemies while fighting the haunt. And it's beneficial to kill the other enemies first, and just do a lot of strafing. Stay low down, because the haunt, his laser can actually damage other enemies. So this leaves us, like I said, 3 coins shy. Do little side shots there. Okay. Let us delve in here, see what we can get. Now, that item is, in my opinion, quite bad, unless you have the item Pyromaniac or Host Hat, which both of those make you immune to explosions. But whenever you get hit, that does the curse of the... That's called Curse of the Tower, and it does the Tower card effect, in which it fills the room with bombs. So, unfortunately, instead of buying Squeezy, we will buy a Soul Heart, and we will buy a key. And check out what the treasure room has in store for us. And it has Tiny Planet. I'd rather not. Telepathy for Dummies. I'll pick it up and put it back down to take it out of the pool. But unfortunately we didn't get anything good, and I probably should not have re-rolled that. Because I would rather have re-rolled the Devil Room. Because that is more important that we get good items in there. Because the Devil Room gives us much better items in general. Okay, let us do a little bit of house cleaning, so to speak. Okay, that takes care of Widow. Fairly easy boss. And we have earned a Devil Room. Okay. I believe that is Ouija board, which will give us spectral tears, which means we can shoot through rocks and other props. Unfortunately, all the other things we got were troll bombs. And it makes our face look absolutely beautiful and changes the color of our tears. Ouija board is nice, but it isn't as beneficial in greed modes as it is in normal modes, but it's still beneficial. There are still occasions where shooting through rocks will help. I just barfed off a puzzle piece. Beautiful. The Halo, that is an all stats up. I'm not sure the percent, like the numbers on everything. All stats up, including health up. Ah, Mr. Dolly. Mr. Dolly is a very good item. It is a tears up and spawns 3 random hearts. Could be soul, could be red hearts, could be black hearts. But the tears up is very, very good. I'm somebody who loves a nice high fire rate. We need to get on clearing this floor out. We're going to get overwhelmed soon. Okay, we should be fine as we took out the enemy that was spawning enemies. And that was the main issue. Okay, we are going just a dandy. Now, this is the 4th attempt at recording this. The first time something happened with the audio that I don't entirely know what it was. All I know was it was not fit to be uploaded. The second time my power went out, and the third time I got a phone call mid-recording. Let's hope this 4th attempt goes better, and I can actually get a video to upload, as I am in the process of rebranding and sort of just re-releasing my channel. I wasn't a huge fan of the name I was going by, so I decided to change it. And the 3 videos I had on my channel were not up to the quality at which I want to upload. So, I deleted them. I'm sorry if you watched them and actually liked them. Ah, good spawns. As you can see, that is a fairly substantial tears up. And the 3 hearts it spawned were 2 black hearts and a soul heart. Now, Polyphemus gives us 1 eye, lowers our fire rate, but makes our damage much higher, and gives us penetrating shot for any damage that the enemy does not require to kill it. So, say an enemy takes 10 damage to kill, and we do 12 damage, a smaller projectile that does 2 damage will fire out the other side of the enemy as a penetrating shot. Which is very good in my opinion. It's even better when you just couple this item with an item that gives you penetrating shot, such as Death's Touch or Cupid's Arrow, but it's good on its own. With the fire rate we have, it offsets the low fire rate that Polyphemus normally has, and just works out to be all dandy. Now let us buy a key for the next floor, so we are preempting. And Ragman. Fairly hard boss early on, but we can do a pretty decent amount of damage as, well, we're kind of stacked right now for damage. Ragman removes his head, which rolls around for a bit and then turns into a spider. And if you damage them, ooh, that's a very, very good item. Okay, so now we have an item called Judas Shadow. We might as well buy this because we're just going to die intentionally. And when we die, we will respawn as Dark Judas. But I do want to hold off until I have an opportunity to acquire some health. So hopefully the next floor gives us a health item so we can die and then go pick up the health. Because when we respawn as Dark Judas, we will have 3 black hearts and no red hearts. Daddy Longlegs is a big foot that follows you around. Stomps down, does damage. Good, good, good. Health item. So let us go see if there's anything in here we can do that we need health to get to. Let us break that. And let us go here, see what's in here. A couple of bombs. And let's fight 1 wave and 1 wave exactly. So that way we can buy a key and go over and open that chest. So let's buy this key. Die. And it'll respawn us out here. And now we are Dark Judas. We have a 2 times damage multiplier. And we spawn with 2 black hearts. Let's grab this health up. I wanted to have the health up so that I could die and get more health when I respawned. Okay. Immediately lose some of my health. Some of my very limited health. Good start. Now the 2 times multiplier is very nice, as you can just keep taking damage, as you can see. We are now doing a very large amount of damage, and I'm going to take a hit because there was no way to avoid that. Very unfortunate spawning with that. And let us... There is no way for us to get a soul heart, unfortunately, but we can... Depths goes on to the womb and then on to Shoal, so that should be enough keys. Unfortunately, we keep getting waves spawning with these heads floating around the room, which just make the waves harder. With our very limited health, it would be nice if we could just not have those spawns. This floor is the Angel Gabriel. Can be fought by blowing up the statue in normal runs of Isaac. Normal drops are a half key piece, allowing you, after you fight 2 angels and obtain 2 key pieces, to fight Mega Satan. To unlock the door to fight Mega Satan in the chest or the dark room. Now, okay, they can just kill it for us. We'll go in here. Now, unfortunately, we can't take them both because it will not spawn us back in here, but we will take this. Oh, we can take them both, as it will spawn us in here. That will respawn outside the room because we bought them quick enough. I think it worked. And we have 2 guppy pieces and 8 more lives. Let's move on to the next floor. Hopefully we can find a 3rd guppy piece and become guppy. So far this is going a lot like a run I had earlier. I had fairly high damage and I became guppy, but at the same time I had soy milk, which made my damage absolute garbage. Because it's a times 0.9 multiplier on damage. Let's see, we want Spider Mod. Spider Mod's good. BFFs is good, but I don't think I'm gonna want that. Anything? It is not treating me very well on the spawns of items, unfortunately. Let us buy that. A tarot card. Temperance. Which we can blow up for more money. Or health. I was hoping for money. Alright. Now, Spider Mod is an item that gives every enemy a health bar and shows a damage indicator of how much damage you are currently doing. The damage indicator is lessened by a factor of 10. Well, it's increased by a factor of 10 to get your actual damage. It is The damage it indicates divided by 10. I'm guessing that is because you can get decimal damage, and they just didn't want to mess with decimals on the interface, I'm guessing. So we are currently doing 33.5 damage about, and it looks like Daddy Longlegs, when he stomps, does around 20 damage, as it is showing up as 200, which is fairly substantial. Now this is pretty good. We can go in here, re-roll. Latchkey is a soul heart, and I believe 2 keys. Not too interested. Now, that is good though. Every now and then we'll fire a tier that those gray tiers, they'll stick to the enemy instead of doing damage. Ah, even more like the one earlier, we get the bloat. Earlier we had champion bloat. When I was doing my recordings earlier trying to get one to work. Except we had 2 champion bloats. I ended up dying to them because of my soy milk build. Soy milk build did not work out for me. Now, with the hairball item we have, it swings around, does contact damage upon hit, and for every enemy it kills, it increases in size. So it blocks tiers, and it has infinite height on tier blocking. So no matter what the shot height your enemy has, it can block the tier. Let's work on taking out one of these first and then the other. And unfortunately he jumps, which does knock the explosive shot off, and I'm not very good at dodging him, so we took a little bit of damage there. Okay, so neither of those are really anything I want. Rotten Baby is pretty good. Rotten Baby spawns a kamikaze fly, and whenever it kamikazes in and does its damage and dies, it spawns another kamikaze fly, which is, well, pretty good. Kamikaze flies do 2 times your damage. So we're looking at flies that we are doing about 33.5. We're looking at flies that do about 70 damage, which is fairly substantial. Alright, we have an option of a shot speed and damage up or a shot speed and tarot card. I prefer the shot speed and damage up because we keep stacking that damage. Let's roll on to this other room. Infestation 2, Mom's Purse, and that's not Mom's Purse, that's a satchel. Mom's satchel and Mom's coin purse. We have the option of spawning some pills, or that item in my opinion is baitable. It makes enemies smaller. Oh, we got spider mod, we might as well. It's gonna do it anyway. It makes them kind of harder to hit sometimes, but it's okay. Those enemies can only be hit from behind, and on spawn they have a slight bit of invincibility. Hopefully we can find us another guppy item, as we are 2/3 guppy, and becoming guppy grants flight and the ability to spawn kamikaze flies upon a tier striking an enemy. So pretty good. At this point, with the fly spawning that we have and the fly spawning that we can get, I am very much hoping for Hive Mind. Hive Mind increases, there it is, right there. Hive Mind doubles the damage and increases the size of all flies and spiders. So now flies do 4 times my damage, making them 140 damage. So on a damage indicator, they should do just over 1,400. And we have the Fallen, pretty easy boss. Grab us some money. Let's see. There's no way for us to get 2 coins unless there are fires in here, and there are not. So unfortunately, we will not be getting Jesus Juice, which is a good item. I'd love to get it as it is a damage up. And oh, or we could die. Okay, so now we might as well go in here and see what we can get. We got bombs. So now we're back in the other room. We need to go through while we're invincible. Well, while we have still a full heart. Okay, we can pick this up. And we will bomb this and hopefully get a black heart. Nope. It's okay. Let's bomb these guys. Hope for a couple coins. Nope. Bomb this guy. Hope for a couple coins. We did get the coins we were after. Now we get Jesus Juice for a damage and range up, making our damage just even higher. It would be nice to get Torn Photo to get a shot speed, and okay, that takes care of that. And our maggots will just pile in, and those will explode and he'll die. Never mind. He is very close to death, though. We are doing 100 damage on explosion. That's pretty substantial. Okay, he's dead. Reroll that. We get Guppy's Paw, which turns us into Guppy, and we can use it to trade 1 red heart for 3 soul hearts. Let's try to get some coins. I'd rather hold on to the D6. Yes, I'd rather hold on, even though we are on Shoal. Yes, I'd rather hold on to the D6 anyway. No matter what floor we're on, the D6 is wonderful, because we can always reroll the shop. If there's not a payable thing, and there is a payable thing. Okay, let us get as much money as we can. We will blow this up. A key and a couple coins. And I am hoping to buy Champion Belt. Champion Belt is a 1 damage up and an increased champion spawn, and the only enemy left has no champion version, so there is no downside whatsoever to buying Champion Belt at this point. And now that we are Guppy, we spawn flies upon it appear, which we unfortunately have a fairly low fire rate. And we also have flight. Same spawn twice in a row. Not the most creative spawning. As you can tell, we can do a pretty substantial amount of damage, especially with our flies that do currently 2 times our damage, and let us increase that damage even further, as damage has no cap. And the only thing now that I'm hoping for is a good Devil Room. I'm hoping for the Pact out of the Devil Room to increase our shots, to increase our fire rate. Forsaken should die as soon as he comes out. And this should be 2 stains, as it always is, which I am not a huge fan of. This game totes its randomness and then has 2 guaranteed bosses. Okay. So this is pretty good, to be honest. We can... How do we want to do this? Let's play this risky. Let's play this risky. Okay, so we will die if we take either of these. So I mean, let's take them both. Or it will spawn me outside. Very unfortunate. But let us go back in here. Reroll the machine. And hope for soul hearts to appear. Soul hearts, possibly. At this point, we can only afford one. Unfortunately, we're not getting any soul hearts appearing. No. Okay, we will have to do this on... Okay, we at least got infamy, but we'll have to do this on one... Might as well put it in there. We'll have to do this on one heart. This is going to be difficult, but entirely possible, as we do have Daddy Longlegs. We have a bit of a crutch. 5 lives, Guppy. We will have absolutely no money to donate to the greed machine, which is okay because Judas is one of my most played characters at this point. Alright, so let's just hope we can do this. Now, my main problem with this boss is we're doing a pretty good amount of damage, but as you can see, it is slowing down, which some might seem weird. This boss has a DPS cap, along with the other boss added in with the DLC. So basically, you have a good build, it punishes you. You just do less damage if you have a good build. It is in order to make the boss more consistent, but all it really does is make the boss kind of unfair, because if I'm in here doing astronomical amounts of damage, he should die almost immediately. My good luck should be my good luck, not my, well, every run is the same luck. But that takes care of my complaining, because we need to go mega focus mode, because we've taken a hit and that leaves us on half a heart, and we have beat Ultra Greed on YouTube. Now, as you can see, I played this quite a bit. I'm up to 775. I want to unlock the Lost before I donate too much more, as at 876 you unlock the Holy Mantle to start with for the Lost. But I also want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more Binding of Isaac, possibly modded Minecraft, and well, that's about it for today. Goodbye.